So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this underneath to Swift. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Second and 7. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. They'll look to throw again. He runs with it.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
Couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Swift. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
We talked at the start of the game, Mike, the energy in this stadium. And now after that early turnover, it's certainly not going to help quiet this crowd. They clearly came into this game facing an uphill battle, and they've made it here even harder on themselves with that early turnover.
1st and 10. On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing is Williams. Sending it deep for Waddle. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He'll swing this out to Swift.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. But the defense quick to read this. They bust in, drop him before he can take that shot downfield. So on 4th down, here's Corey Bojorquez to kick it away. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now the former Texas A&M Aggie. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. One quarter in the books in round one of these AFC playoffs. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back to South Florida after this. Third and a yard. A carry here for Wright. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that's going to bring up fourth down.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up fourth down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. They'll try it now with Achane.
And the running back just has nowhere to go. There is no crease. There is no seam. You got to give credit. That defensive line overwhelmed the offensive line, and that went a long way to forcing that fourth down stop.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Second down and 3. On the give, here's Swift. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third down, 3 to go. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he will go all the way. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. Another pass now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now, faking the give, going up top. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Throw, left side, that's Johnson. They get 19 on that pass play, and that will be a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw yet again. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this, but he's not going to be able to get rid of this. He's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Throwing now on 3rd and long. This is intercepted. his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
On first down, a run for right. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the carry, here's H.A. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll stay on the ground with Achan. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Quickly to Laporta on the RPO. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Here's a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. He'll go right back to Laporta. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, then on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Williams gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Williams to the air once more. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Third and short yardage, and here's Williams. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Pass's kick is good. And the Dolphins will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll go underneath to Swift. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Head up. This is right. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. On the handoff, this is Achane. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he gets this up to the 42. Once again, it's Achane. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with Wright. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Jalen Wright. Touchdown, Miami. Here's Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins move further out in front. It is now 17-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from his defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yards. And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake. This is caught. And he's out of bounds, short of the 1st down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now they'll set up to throw. He gets this complete, finding Adams.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll throw out of the gun. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
This has really just been the story of the entire game. They just seem out of sync, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. You don't complete on the deep pass there, but keep shooting for it, because at some point something's going to break your way, and they desperately need it.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on fourth down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
On 1st and 10, it's Achane. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the ground, this is right. There he goes, inside the 30. What a run, he brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big game.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. That's taken in by Achane. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
1 quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports.
Get some momentum, hero! Push them down the field, offense!
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Here's Achane. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Achane. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
They'll run. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jalen Wright. Touchdown, Dolphins. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. The extra point by pass is good. And the Dolphins are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. 15 yards the pickup. Good for a 1st down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll drop this one down to the fullback. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Seems like the fullback is kind of the last of a dying breed, but we see them used occasionally in the run game. But, man, when you have a guy that you can target in the passing game, it just adds one more layer for a defense to have to worry about.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to be out of bounds just past the marker. The ball was in the proper place for a new set of downs.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot, then there's a medium zone option, and then the last resort is just pick up the 1st down with something underneath and get that fresh set of downs. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the 1st down.
Back to the air one more time. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They will run it over center with Swift. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here comes 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's got it at the 7. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Aviators.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that. And he gets into the end zone for the 2. So it's not over yet. It's back to a 2-score game. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's a give to Achan. Not much developing there. Short pickup down to the 47. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. Now a give to Achan, heading right. And he will take this down, close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll try and run it here. It's Achan. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down. Now this defense will use a third and final timeout. And they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. Fourth and a couple. They're going for it. Here's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. And he will have a Dolphins first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. I would imagine it's victory formation. We're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. On second down, here's Wright. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And now pass to tack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. So, phins up.